The Rolling Stones singer Mick Jagger has 8 kids from 5 different women, but his firstborn daughter, whom he once disowned, saved him in his darkest hour. English native Mick Jagger wanted nothing to do with a child he initially wanted to have with his former girlfriend, Marcia Hunt. The pair had a passionate romantic encounter once. When Hunt eventually fell pregnant with their first child, Jagger became stone-hearted. Here are the details about his relationship with his oldest child and her mother, Hunt. Jagger's passionate romance witch hunt. Jagger first crossed paths with Hunt when she appeared as the female lead in the musical Hair. The songwriter had his PA contact Hunt, a former Vogue model, to ask her to appear on the cover of the rock band's single Honky Tonk Women, dressed salaciously. Hunt refused, but Jagger turned up at her flat in London a few nights later. Within days, they had developed a whirlwind romance. Hunt came from a low-income family in Philadelphia and had studied at Berkeley University of California before relocating to England in 1966 at age 20. Her good looks attracted many well-known actors, including Mark Bolan and Paul Nicholas. Jagger even nicknamed her Miss Fuzzy. Moreover, the musician publicly embarrassed his real girlfriend when he announced his affair with Hunt in the late 60s. When the band paid homage to its former guitarist Brian Jones, they played a tribute concert with 250,000 people in attendance. Hunt, also a singer, was sitting amongst the crowd and was just yards away from Jagger's live-in girlfriend of 3 years, Marianne Faithfull. To add to the awkwardness, the film producer distastefully opened the show by singing a cover version of the rock song, I Am Yours, and I Am Hers. It was an unimaginable public humiliation for Faithfull, then 22, because she and other London residents already knew that Jagger was cheating on her with Hunt. Within months, his already broken relationship with Faithfull was over, and he moved Hunt into his house. Jagger later took his lover out to a restaurant, where he asked her to have his child. Hunt quickly fell pregnant, and he talked about wanting a son, whom he had decided to call Midnight Dream. However, within 3 months, things dramatically changed as he became cold towards Hunt and had already had his eyes set on other females he had marked down to share his bed. His relationship with Hunt changed. Stunned by her boyfriend's unfair treatment, Hunt moved out. Despite carrying his child, all references to her and the unborn baby did not matter to Jagger anymore. One of his girls, model Catherine James, then 22, revealed that she knew about Hunt when she moved into his house but that their relationship was over. James explained that it did not seem like a big deal to Jagger, and he told her that Hunt was just a girl he had met who had got pregnant. He was not in love with her and only stated that she was very talented. The model further shared that Jagger lived his life freely with no restrictions, not even by the mother of his child or the baby itself. Unable to work because she was heavily pregnant by then, Hunt reluctantly contacted Jagger to ask for money. He sent her a mere $272.23. When she gave birth to their daughter, Karis, on November 4, 1970, Hunt went through the delivery alone. Jagger only made an appearance several days later, and it was the only time he would make to see the infant. But that enough was enough for Hunt, who eventually snapped and accused him of neglecting their child. In response, he brutally told her that he never loved her. The actress, who kept the identity of her baby's father a secret from the world, was forced to bring up her child without almost any financial contribution from Jagger. He acknowledged his daughter years later. His former personal assistant in the early 70s, Chris O'Dell, revealed that there was never a time when the actor talked about his daughter. O'Dell was not even aware that there was one, adding it was almost as if Karis did not exist at all. How he became a father to Karis. Jagger began to play a role in his child's life only 5 years later. He was there when Karis graduated from Yale University in 1992, and the proud father had a video camera in hand. He also invited her to Buckingham Palace when he accepted his knighthood from Prince Charles in 2003. A year earlier, he had walked his daughter down the aisle when she married film director Jonathan Watson. Hunt, now a novelist and a biographer, has a home in Ireland and a French retreat. She and Jagger seem to have let bygones be bygones. Their daughter Karis is now a film producer and has 2 children. After obtaining a degree in modern history, Karis, 51, dabbled in acting. She soon realized that she was way too shy for show business and opted to work behind the lens instead as a production assistant. Karis met her future spouse on the set of Patch Adams, and they wed 2 years later. Watson has also bonded with his father-in-law over their love for filmmaking, and Jagger reportedly gifted the couple their bungalow in LA as a wedding present. As for Karis, she happens to be old-fashioned when it comes to marriage. She has not worked since she gave birth to her children, Maisie, in 2002 and Zach in 2004, and chose to live her life privately. Karis was simply a decent person and down-to-earth, said the pal who noted it was easy to have a proper conversation with her, adding that Karis was different from all of Jagger's brood. The once disowned daughter later became her father's greatest supporter on the bleakest day of his life. Karis was by her dad's side when they laid his long-term girlfriend, L. Ren Scott, to rest. She and her family also played an integral role at the funeral. Karis read a poem and her young kids read psalms at the service, and Jagger later went to her house after the ceremony. She helped her broken father organize the brief farewell to the fashion designer. She planned the intimate gathering following the ceremony at LA's Sunset Tower Hotel with the rest of the family.